Hey, this is Dan Call with Winco Generators. Today we're going to talk about the YourGen advanced power meter that is available on most of our portables. This meter is designed to help you easily load your generator properly without causing damage to it. Winco uses a split phase generator end on all of our portable product. What this means is that the generator is divided into two pieces, and that when you're loading it 120 volt, you are loading one half of the generator. This makes it possible to overload half the generator and cause damage to it while being under the total rated load for the generator set. When you are overloading that half of the generator, your circuit breaker will trip. But since it's a thermal trip, it takes time for that to get warm enough in order to kick in. And during that time, you can cause some damage to the generator windings, which over time will cause the equipment to fail earlier. When you plug anything into this 240 volt receptacle, you load both halves of the generator end equally always, so you don't have to plan for that when you're using 240 volt equipment. The danger of an overload comes when you add 120 volt equipment only. Our panels are marked L1 and L2, designating which half of the generator end that receptacle is connected to. If you plug too many items into either L1 or L2, you can overload that half. The YourGen meter helps with this by allowing you to see line 1 and line 2 load levels in a bar graph while you're operating it live. We've just applied a 240 volt load. Notice how the bars move in tandem with each other and stay at the same level based upon that load. Now that we have a 120 volt load on line 1, you'll see that line 1 now has more bars illuminated, showing that there is some imbalance. This imbalance is normal and won't hurt the generator as long as you don't overload the one side. Here is an example of where we've plugged in too much 120 volt on one side. Notice how the bar goes all the way to the top and the panel light starts blinking to indicate that you're overloaded. In addition to the advanced load monitoring features, the YourGen meter allows you to watch the voltage, the frequency, the engine RPMs, and see the actual operating condition of the generator set. Another nice feature is the YourGen meter is keeping track of the total number of hours operated, and it has pre-programmed maintenance reminders to help you remember when you should service the equipment. The maintenance reminders only work on the hours though, so if the equipment's been sitting for an extended period of time, it may still require an oil change based upon the calendar rather than the operating hours. When you're not operating the generator, the running hours are illuminated on the YourGen meter. This is done by a battery that's easily changeable that lasts for 10 years about. This illustrates the basics of the YourGen meter. Thanks for joining me. Look forward to talking to you soon.